All right, so for the basic overview of my piece, I knew that when I went into this project that I wanted to create some sort of movie poster or like a movie advertisement or just like some sort of like teaser for a film. So I knew that since Blade Runner 2 is coming out pretty soon, that since Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies of all time, that I wanted to do a movie poster for. So this is basically what I ended up coming up with. Then over, I think I got the Blade Runner aesthetic pretty well. I got like the eyes of the replicant. Right here, I have a dove, and then like the Chinese text. Because if you can look, if you watch the movie, you can tell that there's very, very like large like Chinese presence, like culture presence though in the movie. So I wanted to capture that. And then it's kind of like an open sign. And then got the logo of the film. Here's another eye. Got the origami unicorn from the film, which is really, really symbolic. And then I also have some movie quotes as well. If you look here, you can see that says, "Have you ever retired a human by mistake?" And then over here it just says, "All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain," which are two pretty big quotes in the film. I just wanted them to kind of look as though they were blended in with like the ground and then the rain, so added like a texture over that. And then on the bottom it just says Blade Runner 2 right here. That's Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling. Has that like movie text that you typically see at the bottom of a movie poster, like who produced it. Then you have the release date. But before like arriving at this version, I did actually go through a few other versions. Like in this one, I changed the I had more of I had like less of a rain effect in this one. And then I also ended up having the quote up here instead. Look, I just didn't think it looked good, so I ended up changing it. And that's what I ended up with over here. And then before this version, I actually ended up having this one. We didn't have like the open sign and didn't have the eye was different as well. Also, like it didn't have as much of a rain effect, so there's just a few differences I went through before I actually ended up arriving at the final product. Then in Korean, I think I got the Blade Runner aesthetic pretty well though. And then basically my overall creative process, the very first thing I did was I created a rough sketch of the drawing, which ended up looking like something like this, which looks completely different from the final product though, but something like this though. Yeah, you have the eye right here with the logo. You have the Chinese text in the background, the dove. You have Blade Runner like the title. At the bottom, then you have the two stars of the film, and then the release date. So that's basically what I ended up starting out with. And after that, I just went through and compiled all my pictures together. So I have the eye that I used right here, some of the logos right there. I have the rain texture I used for the ground. Have the open sign, and then this is the background I actually used though, like the black background I used for the picture. And there are a few other things I have as well, but I think I might have deleted some of them. I can't find them. And then so after I just kind of went through and just put everything in Photoshop, I just kind of like added things as I went on. So I really didn't have like as much of like a cemented plan like coming into it, but I just kind of added things as I went on, added more like textures, added more backgrounds, just added more effects to the drawing though. But overall, it was actually I think overall, even though I haven't like worked in Photoshop for like over 2 years, I think it went pretty well. Then we like about the piece. Overall, I think I captured the Blade Runner aesthetic pretty well, like with the colors and everything, the mood. It has a very very dark kind of theme to it. Yeah, and then for like the process, I just think that overall it went pretty smoothly. Just think that because I haven't worked in Photoshop for a while, it's kind of hard like working with the layers and everything. And at times I did have some difficulties. I had to like search online about how to do certain things, like add a texture overall, like your drawing, and other things. I had to like add different brushes into Photoshop as well. But I think it went pretty well though. And yeah, that's it.